With the release of Web Intelligence 4.0 Feature Pack 3, several improvements and new features have been introduced to expand and enhance the user experience. The application performance has been improved in a number of ways. There is a reduced delay after each modification in a report, a reduction of server CPU load, and better handling of large documents. By default, Web Intelligence Rich Client now continues to run in the background after the last document is closed to reduce the launch time when opening a document. We can now manage Web Intelligence report styles using cascading style sheets, enabling us to import, modify, and export styles for use by other users. Note that style sheet functionality is not available using the Dhtml Viewer. Refer to the Modifying the Default Style Sheet tutorial for details. Sorting is now easier to apply and manage in tables and charts. We can directly apply a sort on a dimension or measure and access sorts without using the Manage Sorts dialog box. The Manage Sorts dialog box is now required only for complex sorting. Refer to the Apply Simple and Complex Sorting tutorial for details. There are a number of improvements focused on working with SAP BW and hierarchies. We can now merge on attributes to synchronize on key attributes when using BEX data sources to ensure proper data synchronization without ambiguous names or language differences on names. The Format Table dialog box now enables us to hide a table row or column for which the measure value is equal to 0, or the sum of measure values is equal to 0. These options correspond to zero suppression features in the BEX Query Designer. Support for hierarchies has been enhanced in a number of ways. The Member Selector in the Query panel now enables us to select members based on levels or to prompt for member selection. Refer to the Perform Level or Prompt-Based Member Selection on Hierarchical Data tutorial for details. We can now define input controls on hierarchical objects, enabling enhanced interaction with hierarchical data. Refer to the Define Input Controls on Hierarchical Objects tutorial for details. We can now create charts with hierarchical dimensions and drill up, drill down, expand, collapse, and show or hide parents on charts based on UNX or BEX data sources. Refer to the Create Charts with Hierarchical Dimensions tutorial for details. Scaling factors can now be exposed as key figure attributes in BEX queries. Refer to the Work with Scaled Values in BEX Queries tutorial for details. Several improvements have been made in charting. We can now edit font type, format, size, and color, and the zone background directly by selecting the chart area and using the functions on the Format tab. Chart color management has been improved with color synchronization across sections. We can directly select the color to apply to a legend item. Color is also maintained during turn-into operations between charts with equivalent data assignment. Refer to the Format Charts tutorial for details. A new waterfall chart is available, which can be used to highlight a running sum across a dimension. The waterfall can be based on hierarchical or non-hierarchical dimensions. The Dhtml Viewer now features a query panel, allowing us to create documents and add or edit queries. Note that the Dhtml query panel currently supports UNV or UNX universe data sources only. The process of changing the data source between an OLAP SAP BW universe and a BEX query has been improved to enable free mapping between the source universe and target BEX objects. Note that filters from the source can only map to filters in the target. At the end of the change data source workflow, we need to edit the query in the query panel rather than refreshing the document. Visit www.sap.com/learnbi for more tutorials on Web Intelligence and other SAP Business Intelligence products.